As far as when Steve and I got together, he had a whole nother idea of what he was planning on doing after his.
I am disappointed in Marjorie because you don't sell out to family. Because Steve Harvey may dump you just like he did Mary the next day. But
Yeah,
family's gonna be there.
You're really here so I can honor you.
Hold on to your seats, folks, because the glam world is in an uproar, and this isn't just any regular piece of gossip. Marjorie Harvey, the other half of TV sensation Steve Harvey, didn't hold back as she unveiled a revelation that left everyone spellbound. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Secret Life Channel. Using her personal social spaces as her platform, Marjorie confessed to a marital misstep. The moment has come for me to be transparent. I've clung to this hidden truth for more than I should have. Indeed, I faltered in my marriage, but today I decide to speak my truth, not just for my sake, but for every woman who feels the need to conceal her reality. But that's not all. She also fired some shots that were clearly directed at her superstar husband, Steve, implying all wasn't rosy in paradise. For a long time, I've existed under the silhouette of a man who presents himself as faultless, but nobody is without flaws. Neither me nor definitely Steve, she remarked, adding fuel to the fiery revelation. Now the fandom is split. There's a sea of fans, awash with sympathy for Steve, thinking of him as the wronged party. Yet, a segment applauds Marjorie's authenticity, lauding her for laying bare her truth. Everyone's eyes are now fixated on the A-King of talk, Steve Harvey, eagerly awaiting his comeback on this bombshell news.
Let's first say that you shouldn't feel guilty for anything.
You know, they asked me to do this. I said I'll take a shot at it, but it's a difficult thing.
Whispers in Hollywood's elite circles suggest that there's a tempest brewing in the Harvey mansion. Gossip aficionados are engrossed in Marjorie's recent deeds that appear to be threatening the harmony of the Harvey empire. Some are even hinting that she might be plotting an exit, aiming for a sizable chunk of Steve's fortune. Word on the street paints a tale of Marjorie crafting her own game, perhaps beyond just an affair.
My wife, she got up with me. She was the best.
Now, who would have thought the Harveys would be under such a magnifying glass? Close sources reveal that there have been past murmurs about Marjorie ever since she donned the title of Mrs. Harvey, with her allegiance to the marital vows seemingly on a shaky ground. This begs the question, where does Steve stand in this turbulent storm? Could he be simply taking a backseat, looking past their age gap, perhaps acknowledging her choices? Maybe his unwavering affection for her and the fear of a fresh start is what's holding him back. The entertainment world watches, eager for the next episode in this saga. Listen up, because we've got the lowdown on what's probably eating at Steve Harvey, and you won't believe the layers to this drama. Given Steve's public demeanor, he appears to be head over heels, emotionally invested in Marjorie.
Kill everybody in here about your ass. Please understand that about the way I love you, Marjorie Elaine.
Don't forget, folks, he bid adieu to his previous wife to make Marjorie his queen. Even as these jaw-dropping allegations surface, it seems like Steve isn't going anywhere. This is shaping up to be the scandal of a lifetime, honey. But hold on. Let's also address the enigma that is Marjorie Harvey. While she's been sculpting her own public identity, a smattering of hidden affairs and a tumultuous past are also part of her narrative. Get your popcorn ready, because this backstory is nothing short of a cinematic ride. Picture this. Marjorie was a young 18-year-old when her path crossed with Jim, a man 14 years her senior. But here's the kicker. Jim was already hitched, something Marjorie had zero clues about. Their secret relationship unfolded like a soap opera. Convinced that a baby would make Jim leave his wife, Marjorie halted her birth control, and voila, the pregnancy did its magic. After a 3-year trust, they made it official with wedding vows. Yet, their love chapter closed within a mere 7 years. The last 3 of those years were nothing less than a cyclone of chaotic liaisons. And then, hold your breath. Law enforcement zeroed in on them. Enter Jim L.A., Townsend, known as a substance kingpin, who got ensnared in a massive substance operation, dealing with a mind-blowing 40 kilos? Things got dicey when Jim sensed Marjorie was nearing the eye of the investigative storm. Choosing Amur over his own freedom, Jim cut a deal with the DA that protected Marjorie while he took the fall. Initially condemned to life, Jim served only 26 years, courtesy of a presidential pardon by Barack Obama.
Because her whole thing is to hide her past. I go on the book.
Now for a quick detour to Steve Harvey's chaotic romantic history. His first I do was to Marcia back in 1980, and the union produced twin daughters, Karli and Brandy. As he was still striving to find his footing in the world, Steve hustled in various jobs, even selling insurance at one point. Yet, a surprise win at a stand-up comedy contest was the game changer for him, pivoting his career toward the glitzy universe of showbiz.
And she just went off on me, right? Because she had heard about the book, heard about me writing the book.
The drama never takes a breather, does it? While Steve Harvey was conquering the entertainment world, his romantic life was nothing less than a high-octane telenovela. While still tethered to his first wife, Marcia, he shifted his attention to wife number 2, Mary Shackelford. It wasn't all roses and love letters, though, as Mary caught wind of Steve's alleged dalliances and rumors of domestic discord. Cue Marjorie, the ever-enigmatic third act in Steve's love life.
Hey, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Well, Steve's learning that the hard way tonight. Steve's ex-wife, Marjorie Harvey, is angry, and she's going public.
Picture it. Steve and Marjorie lock eyes for the first time in a Memphis bar in 1990. They reminisced about this sizzling first meetup during a 2018 segment of The Steve Harvey Show.
Okay, baby, where did I meet you?
Oh,
First time we met.
Memphis,
Where?
at a comedy club.
Despite the electric chemistry Marjorie revealed, I sensed he was the one almost instantly, but he vanished without a trace. Steve, not to be outdone, claimed that career ambitions and money woes took him off the love grid. Their cosmic alignment would resume in 2005, right when Steve's second matrimony was gasping its final breaths and his TV gig was saying its goodbyes.
Kid you not, the first word I ever said to her was, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna marry you one day.
But the ghosts of romance past haunted Steve. He had to wade through a swamp of accusations, with Mary dropping the bombshell that Marjorie was the other woman. As if that wasn't enough, Marjorie's love ledger is equally fascinating. After her escapade with criminal Lord Jim, she fell for his cousin Darnell Woods, another man entangled in the substance game. Shocking, right? This match led to the birth of a daughter, Lori, but life does love its reruns. Darnell ended up behind bars, causing Marjorie to file for divorce in 2001. This convoluted labyrinth of love affairs, allegations, and questionable life choices has made the Harvey saga the stuff of tabloid legend. And while the Harveys have been a symbol of family resilience and style goals, murmurs from the gossip grapevine now suggest a twist. Hush-hush chatter from mysterious insiders reveals that Marjorie might be stepping out on Steve. Wait for it, with Steve's very own bodyguard. Y'all, if this doesn't make their story one of the juiciest in celeb history, we don't know what will. Darlings, let's dive deeper into the enigma that is William Big Boom Freeman, the man who's got everyone talking.
I met her 86, 87 when the song came out. Then God gave her back to me in 2005.
First off, let's get this straight. Big Boom isn't just a recent entry into the Harvey family narrative. He's been entwined in their saga for a good while. Reports from as far back as 2006 suggest that it was none other than Freeman who played matchmaker, reigniting the flame between Marjorie and Steve after their brief fling in the Yarndy. A source quoted in a 2007 news segment shared, "It's like Big Boom knew they were meant to be. He'd always say, Steve, Marjorie's the one you let get away." And let's not forget, while most bodyguards keep a professional distance, Freeman has been deeply personal with the Harveys. Not only did he shield Steve from potential threats, but he also won over their taste buds, serving as their private chef. A deliciously intriguing dual role, don't you think? A snippet from a 2010 interview of Big Boom on Cooking Celebs' Secrets reveals, "I know Steve's favorite steak, cut, and Marjorie's love for truffle pasta. That's the kind of connection we share." Now, back in 2012, a little birdie a tabloid whispered about a lavish birthday party Marjorie threw for Big Boom. Glitz, glam, and A-list guests. It had it all. The paparazzi went wild when Steve toasted to Boom, saying to the man who's more than just a protector, a brother, a confidant, and a culinary genius. How's that for a connection? The plot thickens, though. In 2015, a tweet went viral from an account claiming to be a former employee of the Harveys. The tweet read, "Big Boom's not just the muscle. He's the glue. He's what keeps the Harveys together." We remember scratching our heads back then. But now, looking at the swirling rumors, that tweet takes on a new, scandalous significance. By 2018, Freeman's past was no longer a secret. With his website detailing his transformation and his past life laid bare, he began touring as a motivational speaker. An attendee from one of his sessions in LA was quoted in Celeb Lives magazine, exclaiming, "Big Boom's life story is one of redemption, of turning pain into purpose." In the midst of all the revelations and backstories, it's undeniable. William Big Boom Freeman is far more than just a peripheral figure in the Harvey family tale. He's at the very heart of their story, and as each chapter unfolds, we're all eagerly awaiting to see what role he plays next. Hollywood couldn't have scripted it better. The man, William Big Boom Freeman, who once played Cupid, reuniting the once lost lovers, Steve and Marjorie, now finds himself at the epicenter of the very storm threatening to tear them apart. How's that for a plot twist? Just look back, and the clues were all there. Nearly 2 decades, that's how long Big Boom has been ingrained in the Harvey tapestry. From the early 2000s, he was more than just the protective shadow behind Steve. He was a trusted friend, a confidant, the very glue, as some whispered, that kept the Harvey castle standing tall. As the years rolled on, Freeman's presence grew even more intertwined. Birthdays, anniversaries, and even intimate family dinners. Big Boom was always there, blending seamlessly into their world. A source from a 2008 Gossip Glam article dished, "He's practically family. Marjorie trusts him with her life, and apparently her secrets too." A poetic justice of it all, that the man responsible for reigniting their love story might be the very flame causing its potential demise. This almost 20-year dance of trust, closeness, and now whispered betrayals has all of Tinseltown agog. The spotlight now isn't just on Marjorie or Steve. It's glaringly fixed on the bodyguard, revealing a saga of devotion, deception, and delicious irony. But what do you think? Did Big Boom really cross the line, or are these just mischievous whispers floating in the wind of Hollywood gossip? Hit up those comments below and spill your thoughts. That's all for now, folks. Thanks a million for hanging out with us today. If you had as much fun as we did, go ahead and smash that like button. And if you haven't already, hit subscribe so you won't miss out on all the juicy gossip we've got lined up for you. Until next time, keep those comments coming and stay awesome.